If you are a seasoned Terraria player such as myself, and you've practically seen everything that vanilla Terraria has to offer, you are probably thinking there's really not much more I can do than just create a new character and start all over again. But this is not the case. In the PC version of Terraria, you can actually download some mods to actually add in a variety of new content into the game, such as new bosses, weapons, armor, NPCs, materials, whatever you have. I'm sure there's a mod out there for you. What's going on, everybody? Just Savage here, and today I am going to be sharing with you guys my top 5 favorite Terraria mods that I am currently playing with. Quick disclaimer before I start the video, these mods are not set in any specific order, nor can you actually download any mods for the console versions of the game. All of the mods that you are going to see are actually some of the most popular mods out there. So without further ado, let's get started. Coming in at number 5 is actually a really simple add-on mod that I actually got a few weeks ago. This mod is the yet another boss bar mod. I really can't remember the actual name of this mod. I'm sorry, guys. This mod basically does what the name implies. Whenever you're fighting a boss, you will have a boss bar come up at the bottom of the screen right here. Let me just spawn in a boss so that you guys can actually see him. Okay guys, so here we are, Skeletron Prime. Skeletron Prime's hotbar actually looks pretty cool. The reason why this mod was created was because this guy moves so fast. It's very hard to actually keep your mouse on him so that you can actually see how much health that he has. So this mod basically gives you like a role PG type boss bar to actually watch how much health that he has. The boss bar will not go down when you attack his limbs. It will only go down when you attack his head. This works for practically every single boss, whether it be a vanilla Terraria boss or a modded boss. So guys, now it's time to move on to number 4. Coming in at number 4 is yet another add-on mod that a lot of people just dream of having. This is the Heroes mod, and the Heroes mod allows you to do a variety of things that vanilla Terraria won't allow you to do. You know how in Minecraft when you have the creative mode, and basically while you're in creative mode you don't take any damage from enemies, enemies don't even harm you, you can basically get anything you want in the game. Well, this is basically what the Hero mod does. The Heroes mod adds in this hotbar at the bottom of the screen, as you can tell, and it has a variety of different things in which you can choose from. There's the item browser, which pops up a window that allows you to search up anything in the game, be it a material, a weapon, a piece of armor, a summoning item, you name it, it has it. Then you have the enable infinite reach, and this is basically something that helped me build the sky temple that you see right here. With the infinite reach, you can have your character sit in one space and you can place blocks anywhere you want. The building dynamic doesn't really change. It just makes it so that you don't have to move your character. You can also disable enemy spawns and enable enemy spawns, so if you don't want enemies spawning at night, you can do that as well. You can clear items on the ground. You can change the time in rain. That's how I am able to make it eternally dark when I am actually fighting bosses, as you guys saw in the previous video. You can also make waypoints and teleport to them. You can spawn in mobs. That's how I always spawn in the bosses and stuff like that you see in my videos. You can put buffs on your character. You can toggle God mode, which you won't take damage no matter what you do if it's enabled. You can add a prefix to any weapon that you have. So let's say you have a crappy sword, it has a crappy prefix. You can open this up, drag the weapon in there, and actually change the prefix. And then you have miscellaneous options, which allows you to set your spawn point, reveal the entire map, like right here. And then you have the extension tools, extension mods like installed for this mod. So guys, without further ado, let's get into number 3. Okay guys, coming in at number 3 is an expansion mod that a lot of people seem to like. This is the Calamity mod, and it adds in a variety of new weapons, armor, accessories, materials, NPCs, and bosses. and just a lot of stuff, guys. And this is actually one of the bosses in the game. This is Calamitous. He actually appears again in hard mode. He's actually the true final boss of the Calamity mod. This is not his. That is not the final boss, and I just downed him like a pro. Okay, that is not the final boss. The final boss of the Calamity mod is Supreme Calamitous, but this would be a really long video if I were to fight Supreme Calamitous. I am not basically going to do that, guys. So again, it's called the Calamity mod, and the Calamity mod just adds in a variety of different stuff. So guys, let's move on to number 2. Coming up at number 2 is actually another expansion mod. I am talking, of course, about the Thorium mod. The Thorium mod is much like the Calamity mod, in which it adds a ton of new bosses, NPCs, materials, weapons, armor, and enemies for you to fight. But this mod actually adds in a ton of new content into the game. Like I said, it's just a really cool mod. So you're not going to get bored with this mod, nor any of the other mods that I have already listed off. So guys, let's move on to my number 1 spot. Okay, we are finally at number 1, and number 1 is actually a very popular Terraria mod, and is actually one of the biggest mods out there. This is the Tremor mod, and the Tremor mod adds, just like the other 2 mods that I've already talked about, adds in a variety of bosses, weapons, armor, materials, accessories, enemies, and NPCs into the game. You are not going to get bored with this mod, and I am currently fighting the signature boss of this mod, which is the Coglord. Coglord is basically an updated version of Skeletron Prime, but he is his own separate boss. The Coglord has a variety of attacks, such as a laser that will shoot lasers at you to deal damage. He also has a pan. They just did a really good job with his design. He will also summon a support drone whenever he is low on health. So this is the Coglord, and I'm also fighting another boss called the Cyber King. And the Cyber King is basically just a big boss. I've actually fought him only once before, and he was actually kind of challenging. But because I was fighting him in God mode, he was actually didn't pose much of a challenge to me. But still, this is a really cool mod. So let's head back to my Sky Temple, and we'll go from there. Okay guys, well that is pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for taking a look at this video. This video I was actually thinking of for quite some time to do. So anyway guys, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel if you want. I'm not going to force you guys to. So yeah, that was my top 5 favorite mods for Terraria PC version. And I will see you guys later. This is Just the Savage, and I hope you guys have a pleasant day.